Reuniting on Horse Guards Parade. Old soldiers, sailors and airmen, familiar faces bonded by battle, in some cases captivity. A band of brothers who go back more than 60 years. In July 1953, an armistice was signed, ending 3 years of brutal conflict, ceasing the fire at the 38th parallel of latitude between North and South Korea.
It was done to stop the spread of communism. Well, it finished up square one. I mean, for 3 years they were fighting backwards and forwards, and finished up where they started. So the lives that were lost were for nothing.
If we hadn't done what we done in Korea, the Russians would have took over all the Asian countries quite quickly. And that was the point of preventing them doing so.
100,000 British troops were shipped out. The sailing took them 8 weeks. One wife told me today her husband has refused to take a cruise ever since. In the winter they froze, in the summer they fried, mosquitoes were a bane, and many were national servicemen or youths lacking in experience.
It was a tremendous privilege to serve with older soldiers who were reservists who'd been called up and who'd served in World War II. And so there was a tremendous fund of knowledge came with us to the younger generation of national servicemen. The lessons, most of them, have lasted right through my life.
More than 1,000 British servicemen didn't return. Almost the same number again became prisoners of war, including almost the entire 1st Battalion, the Gloucestershire Regiment, who were vastly outnumbered. One of the last units to support them on Hill 235 was the Royal Artillery. Its band led today's parade.
It really is a huge honour and privilege to everybody in the band, especially the youngsters that don't always remember these things, and I always try and say to them, it's so important that we remember, and the veterans are by far our most important customers.
The public was pleased to see its veterans too, and along the route people connected with Korea had turned out to show their appreciation. At Westminster Abbey, the ambassador of the Republic of Korea read a message from his president, sending thanks for the invaluable, noble sacrifices made by British troops 60 years ago. And a moving poem was read, penned by David Lidstone, who was a private in the Gloucestershire Regiment. His words pay homage to absent veterans who are unable to experience all that life had promised. Lidstone wrote, "But fate decided otherwise, and you, beneath Korean skies, a gallant band of comrades lie, your duty done, your merit high." And with this 60th anniversary commemoration, it's more or less duty done for the British Korean Veterans Association. Its leaders are now too frail to carry on, but at regimental or county level, veterans will still get together to ensure they pass on their recollections of the forgotten war. Julie Knox, Forces News, London.